Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday. I told y'all that I would be playing Broadcast Time by Ear. And but I did want to make a show today, do the show today. We're gonna get started at 5 o'clock, but I wanted to get on a few minutes early to let you guys know what's happening. As you can see, the title says live from Little Rock. I am in Little Rock, Arkansas this weekend for the Accelerate 180 conference. It is a business building and networking conference that is spearheaded by this amazing woman, Ashley Ann Jones. If you follow her on social media, King Ashley Ann everywhere. Actually, on Facebook, she's Club Social, but King Ashley Ann, Google her, you'll find her. Hello, whoever's on Facebook. We're getting started at 5, just so you know. But yeah, so I'm here this weekend for the conference. I'm really excited because when I first found out about the conference about a year and a half ago, I couldn't afford to go. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to afford to go the next year. So I had contacted Ashley Ann and we talked about, I told her, I was like, look, if I offered her my services for certain things that I do. And I was like, if I do this for you for a year, can I just come to one day of Wealth Camp? I mean, at the time it was called Wealth Camp. And she was like, we could work something out. And then she just like blessed my soul. And instead of keeping it at that high price point, she made it accessible to everybody. So there were tickets going for as low as like $27 at one point. I got mine for $97. And I booked my ticket out here to Arkansas and my Airbnb, and I'm here. So this is a big culmination of goals for me. I wrote down to myself that I was going to the next Wealth Camp, and here I am. So that just goes to show the power of thought and your will and your perseverance. That if you got a goal, and you really stick to it, something is going to happen. So I'm really happy that I made it to what used to be Wealth Camp and now is called Accelerate 180. I'm actually going to be meeting some people that I've met through Ashley Ann, that we've connected over social media and over the phone, but we've never met in person. So can't wait to meet you, Brittany. Can't wait to meet you, Tanya. We're finally going to connect face to face, ladies. Yeah, if you guys are not following Ashley Ann, I don't know what you're doing with your life, especially if you want to grow your businesses and like do your sales and stuff. She's taught me a lot of different methods that I'm still learning. You can follow her on Instagram at King Ashley Ann. You can follow her on Facebook at Club Social. She's on Twitter at King Ashley Ann as well. And where else? What are the other? I know she has a YouTube channel. And if you're interested in anything that she has to do, go to bit.ly/King Ashley Ann. She's not paying me to do this, y'all. I just really believe in her work. Hold on one second. Someone is asking me about the show. Yeah, we're getting started at 5 o'clock. Yes, so that is why I am in Arkansas. I never had a reason to come to Arkansas before. It's pretty out here. They've got a lot of trees and lakes and what else? Cool stuff. Stuff is cheaper out here. Yeah, so we're going to do the show today. I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to be an hour. I perused some stories. I'm actually going to be going through them on my phone because, y'all, it's been a rough day. I've been traveling since 3:30 this morning. No, I've been up since 3:30 this morning. My flight was at 6 a.m. to Chicago, then had an hour layover, that was a 2-hour flight, hour layover, another 2-hour flight to Little Rock. Then I had to go to the hotel where the event is being held to go check in. And then I had to wait a couple of hours before I could check into my lovely Airbnb. It's a really cute spot. Love it. Um, so your girl is a little bit on the tired side. But we're going to do this. We got about 3 minutes before I get started. So according to my computer clock, it's 4:57 because it hasn't changed over. So just so y'all know, I am in Central Time right now, physically, but my brain is still on Eastern Standard Time because I can feel my brain starting to be like, girl, it's late. If you know me, you know I'm an early bird and I be up with the crows. But that also means that I'm down with the sun. So, yeah, I wanted to get on a few minutes early to give you guys some time to, find the live stream, tell your friends. We're going to have some fun today. Who do we have on the docket today? Let me look and see what we're going to be talking about. So the things that we're going to be talking about today. Kim Kardashian, of course. We're going to be talking about New Balance shoes, the official shoe of the alt-right. Talking about trademarks for cannabis vaporizers. PetSmart is being sued by Nestle. Lizzo is being criticized for filing a trademark for 100% That Bitch. And some guy is trying to trademark premium domain. So we've got 6 stories that we're going to talk about. Please don't hold it against me if my energy levels aren't the same. I'm just really kind of trying to regroup and get together. The conference starts tomorrow, and I gotta center myself. So we're starting in about a minute. When you get on here, send us out to your friends. When you come in, say hi. Let me know what's up. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Good time. Good time. All right. Woo. All right. No, that's not what I meant to push. Okay. I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that. Oh.
And if you're
okay. Woo. All right. Okay. Someone like my video, Natty Labe. Hey, girl. I love you. I'm out here in Little Rock, Arkansas. I'll be back on Sunday. Can't wait to celebrate your birthday, boo. All right. So it is 5 o'clock now, and we're going to get started. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday. Yes, this is not the usual time we're on at 5 o'clock, but that's okay. I told y'all on Tuesday that the time might be a little funky. I'm out of town. I'm doing some things. I can't keep the same schedule as when I'm home, but I still wanted to get on here and give y'all this content. So if this is your first time ever hearing my voice, seeing my face on my Facebook page, I am Natalie Pierre-Louis. I am the owner and operator of NPL Consulting, LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help you get your business paperwork together. So if you need things like contracts, if you need to register your business with the state, if you need brand protection through trademarks, patents, and contracts, if you need to know how to hire employees, I help you with all that business foundational stuff. Why am I qualified to help you do that? I'm so glad that you asked. I have been a licensed attorney for over a decade. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everybody as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to make it in business, there are just some things that you're going to need to know. There's no way around it, okay? If you are interested in any of my services, please go to the link in my bio. Let me put it in the comment box right here. Amen. Linktree/NPL consulting firm. Linktree/NPL consulting firm. Linktree/NPL consulting firm. There you'll be able to set up a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client. You will also have access to where you'll get the link to my YouTube channel where I have all the back episodes of this show, access to my podcast, sneak peeks of my ebooks. Also, that's where you can buy advertising space on this show, which I will talk about now. So now that I've told you what I do, let me tell you what this show is. So this is NPL Legal Dish. This is my twice weekly broadcast where I help teach those business and legal concepts that you need to know as an entrepreneur using celebrity stories and pop culture news. Sorry, y'all, I'm playing a lot with my hair because I think it's cute. Yeah, so that is what the show is. It is every week I pull stories from the news. Hi, Derek Bailey. How are you? Yay, someone came over to Facebook. Thank you. I told you I was going to be on probably at a funky time. I'm here. All right, we're going to get through this. So this is probably going to be a shorter show today just because I'm very jet lagged and I have somewhere I have to be pretty soon, but I still wanted to connect with you guys and let you know what I'm doing. Derek, you were there on Tuesday when I said that I was going to be out of town and I said that the broadcast was going to be up in the air, but we are here. All right. So now is the time to share this out to your peoples. Yes, share this out to your peoples. So if somebody is watching this now, I know Derek Bailey, he is a veteran. He has watched me on Instagram, YouTube, and now Facebook. He is a dedicated watcher. Thank you. Still here on a probational period because you're from Boston. You know what? But you still here, though. That's all that matters. You still here. All right. So we're going to get to these stories, all right? So we've got 6 stories to cover today. And I would like all of your energy so y'all can help me because your girl is like fading fast. I got to catch a nap before I go out this evening to this networking event, all right? So as I talk about these stories, I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to check in to make sure you're listening and you understand. If you have questions, don't be afraid to drop them in the comment box so I can answer them. Yeah, all right. So the first story that we are covering today is our favorite family, the Kardashians. All right. So we talked a while ago about Kim Kardashian. She tried to trademark the word kimono for her shapewear line, right? And then there was all of this backlash against her because they were like, that is cultural appropriation. It's wrong, blah, 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 whatever. And I agreed. And Kim Kardashian, she was actually surprised that people got so angry about it. There's an article that I have. Hold on one second. The title of it says, the source is the Jasmine brand, says Kim Kardashian didn't realize kimono would cause so much controversy. I can't believe we didn't think of this. So to right her wrong, Kim Kardashian has renamed her shapewear line. And now it is called Skims Solution Wear. I actually think this is a more a better name than kimono because it really kind of ties in with the brand. Because what shapewear does is, it smooths everything out and makes it, no wrinkles, no rolls, all that stuff. And it's a shapewear line. So I think, it's a better name. So what do you think of Kim Kardashian's new name for her shapewear line? It's called Skims Shapewear. Do you think that she should have caved into to public pressure and just, and changed the name? Or do you think that she should have just stuck to her guns and kept the kimono name? Because I mean, the Kardashians, they're really good at branding, but this is like a big stumbling block, that the first big stumbling block they've had in a long time. Um, so what do you think? What do you think of Skims Shapewear? Do you think that it's a better name? Do you think that she should have kept Kimono? I want to know your opinion about it. Also, for those interested in the Kim Kardashian shapewear, it will be available in sizes extra, extra small to 5XL and in a variety of tones. So, Derek Bailey, for that special person in your life who, might want to smooth out some things or whatever, Skims shapewear is coming. Derek Bailey said that's a better choice. I don't think she would have won if she would have kept the name Kimono. You know what? She might have won because she wasn't trying to trademark kimono as I own all kimono. She was just saying kimono shapewear, right? The thing was, it's like the Hakuna Matata case where Disney trademarked the phrase Hakuna Matata in the 90s when The Lion King came out, right? But nobody, at least stateside, knew what the phrase Hakuna Matata meant. And this was before, social media and everybody being connected. So when people who speak Swahili found out that Disney had trademarked Hakuna Matata, they were really like upset. But the thing is, Disney's had this trademark for over 20 years, right? And nobody said anything. And nobody said anything back then either. So I don't know if she necessarily would have lost the trademark. But the thing is, the backlash for her, it might have hurt her business. I think it was more of a business decision rather than an ethical decision, because you probably had a lot, like she was approached by the government of Japan to not use this name. Okay. All right. So that is our Kim Kardashian story. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have everything written out like I usually do today because, again, traveling and busy. But we still gonna get these stories. Okay. All right. If you have ever heard of New Balance shoes, give me an NB in the comments. And if you have ever heard of Nautica, give me an anchor in the comments. Is there an anchor emoji? Yeah. If you've heard of New Balance, give me an NB in the comments. And if you've heard of Nautica, give me an anchor in the comments. Or if there's no anchor emoji, just say anchor. Oh, shoot, there is an anchor emoji. All right, Derek, look at you. Okay. So, we all know that New Balance is the official shoe of the alt-right. But they are a long-standing brand, and they have a right to defend their brand wherever they feel it is infringed. So the other day, I think it was yesterday, I posted a picture in my comments of two N's. One was a white N with a black border, and the other was an N that had multiple multicolored flags in it. And I asked you if they looked like each other, and I got a 100% no. And then I posted another picture of two athletic shoes that had a very blocky N on the side, and another one that had kind of a thinner N. And I asked you guys if they looked like the same brand. And again, I got 100% no. Now, the reason why I posted this is because the first N, obviously very recognizable, is the New Balance N. The second N, so Nautica has started branding some things with an N, including a shoe. And what's the company? New Balance is not happy. So here's the tea, all right? So New Balance has basically filed a lawsuit against Nautica saying that they are intentionally copying their design and it's going to dilute their brand. They're saying that they have a trademark on block ends. However, the problem... so, they've got a trademark on block ends. So, Nautica's been using it on various types of footwear and various types of apparel. Here's the thing. While New Balance might have an argument that there might be confusion. The N that they are claiming that they have ownership of, it is very specific. It is a block, it's not just a block letter N, it is a stylized representation of the letter N with a contrasting border. So in plain English, when you go back to look at the pictures that I posted, you had a white N with a black outline of it, right? So a contrasting border. Whereas when you have the Nautica N, it's very multicolored inside it, and there's no real contrasting border. That doesn't mean that New Balance doesn't have an argument, but on face value, when you looked at those two N's, they did not look similar, right? However, when you look at the shoes, when I saw it, I was like, these don't look like the same brand. However, the Nautica shoe does look like a knockoff of the New Balance shoe. So, New Balance is trying to protect, their investment, which I understand. They do have some common law trademarks within a state, but I just think that the design of the N it doesn't make sense. I think that New Balance is being very, very extra here. Derek, I think you saw the N and the shoe that I posted in the comments, and you voted no. So I want to know what your take on this is, because New Balance's argument is saying, hey, we've made this particular N like a thing. Our shoes have that N on the side, and now Nautica is trying to put N's on the side of their shoes. And the N on the Nautica shoe, again, it's just a white N. The New Balance N is, I think, a white N with a black outline. So, Derek, what do you think about New Balance trying to sue Nautica for using an N on their products? Now, Nautica begins with an N. Usually, I think their usual symbol is like a sail or whatever. I don't remember. Actually, let me look it up, y'all. Because I'm only on one thing today, I can multitask. So I'm going to look up the Nautica logo. Okay. Where is the Nautica logo? Okay. So this, yeah, I knew it was this. So this is the usual Nautica logo, right? And I'm going to show you the what New Balance is upset about. So these were the N's that I put in the stories. This one is the New Balance N. This one is the Nautica N. And then down here, this is the Nautica. This is the New Balance shoe, and this is the Nautica shoe. So now New Balance is saying, well, this is brand dilution. You're copying our stuff. Derek said, yes, I seen it. I think New Balance is being petty. They don't look alike, in my opinion. Plus, the Nautica shoe has the name on the back. Oh, you're right. I didn't even see that. Okay, and they have the sale on the side. Okay, see, this is why I bring these stories to you guys, because look, I'm good at words and things like that, but visuals, I'm not an observant person, because you guys always pick up on these little things that I don't get. Good job, Derek. Yeah, look, it's not just the N. They have the Nautica symbol on the side, and Nautica says it on the back. So what reasonable person would think that the Nautica shoe is a New Balance shoe, right? So I mean, it doesn't mean that New Balance is necessarily gonna lose, but I think that they're gonna have an uphill battle, showing that this new shoe by Nautica is going to dilute their brand. Under no circumstances would I look at this Nautica shoe and think it was a New Balance shoe, but that is just me. Okay. Okay. Ooh, all right. Derek, ooh, I got 3 people in here. Does anybody here own or like cats? If you like cats, if you own a cat, give me a cat emoji. Or if you don't, that's okay. If you don't like cats, give me a no in the comments. I prefer dogs over cats, but I do like cats too. So if you like cats, you have a cat, give me a cat emoji. If you don't mess with cats, give me a no in the comments. Okay. All right. And while you do that, let me get into these facts. So I go to PetSmart all the time. That's where I go to get my dog groomed and stuff like that. But if you've ever been to PetSmart, if you're a pet owner, you know they have tons of brands of different types of food for animals, right? Oh, you're allergic to cats? My sister's allergic to cats too. You know that if you, well, okay, so you've probably never gone to PetSmart, but in a PetSmart, they have different brands of food and things like that all over the place. And one of the brands that PetSmart carries is Nestle's Purina. And Purina makes cat litter. Um, Now, Nestle's Purina is suing PetSmart because they're saying that PetSmart copied their packaging to sell PetSmart's store brand cat litter. Okay, so here is what happened. Uh, Nestle Purina has a design for their tidy cat kitty litter, and it's two cat silhouettes with done in either yellow and black, yellow and red, white and green, and white and yellow, as well as dark green, depending on the type of kitty litter that you are purchasing, right? PetSmart basically copied their design for this kitty litter and used and like, you know, they changed like little things here and there, but then they use it to sell their kitty litter, and then they put it on their website for a week. And when Purina was like, whoa there, what are you doing? PetSmart took it down and was like, okay, fine, we're not using it anymore. But Nestle's Purina still filed a lawsuit and said, look, you can't do this. This is our design. PetSmart came back and said, well, we didn't actually sell anything with it. So I don't know if they put it online, people saw it, and they didn't buy the kitty litter. But their argument was basically that there's no trademark infringement because we didn't try to sell anything, which is a lie because it was on your website for a week. Now, maybe you didn't sell any of the kitty litter, but if you put something out there that someone may purchase, that is putting it in the line of commerce, whether they purchase it or not. If it's on sale, it doesn't have to be bought to be in commerce. It just needs to be available, right? So the court basically told PetSmart, you tried it because it was on your website for an entire week, and you only took it down after Purina came after you. So now PetSmart and Purina are going to have to go to court to battle this out. Now, PetSmart has already said that they are changing the packaging and all this stuff, but do you think that Purina, which is owned by Nestle, do you think that they are entitled to any damages from PetSmart from this obvious infringement of their kitty litter design? Now, let's take two scenarios. Let's say they put it up on the website and PetSmart made absolutely no money from this kitty litter that copied their design. Do you think that Nestle's Purina should get some money if they made no money? And if they did make money, how much do you think that Purina should be entitled to? The one in the can? No, it's not in a can. It's like a bag. It's like a bag kitty litter. It's called Tidy Cat. But yeah, so let's just take PetSmart's word and say that they made absolutely no money from selling this kitty litter. Do you think that Purina is still entitled to some type of damages because the design was so similar? Let me know what you think. Who's that second person watching? Say hi. Don't leave it up to just me and Derek. I think that there should be some type of sanction because, first of all, PetSmart is. There have been tons of suits about this from other, big brands. Walmart was sued for selling knockoff grill, equipment that was copied, that they copied from one of their people who supplied stuff to Walmart. There are plenty of big box stores. Sometimes they feel like they can get away with, making a close enough knockoff of another brand and doing their store brand. But the thing is, you still have to be careful that you're not infringing on their design. Derek Bailey said, I see the one in a can online of Purina. Then I see one on PetSmart that is similar. All right, so Derek Bailey is giving us real-time, information. He looked on Purina and PetSmart, and they look similar. So PetSmart, I'm sure they've modified their design so it doesn't look that bad. But do you still think that Purina is entitled to any type of damages from PetSmart because they still did have this copycat design on their website for 1 week? I want to know what you think. Let me know what you think, Derek. And while you do that, let me remind you guys what you're watching. You're watching NPL Legal Dish, my twice weekly show where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture stories. I am broadcasting from Little Rock today. I'm here for a conference. So it's a little unorthodox, but I'm having a good time with y'all. And I still said that, we still got to do this. And Derek Bailey thinks that Purina should still get some damages to teach PetSmart a lesson. You know what? I can't argue with that. Like, what's that? A lot of times when I see these phrases, so if you've ever seen The Wire, there's like a famous phrase from there. It says, you shoot at the king, you best not miss. PetSmart shot and they missed, and now you got to pay. So run Purina their money, however much that is. Okay? Okay. So we've got 3 more things to talk about. And then we'll I'm going to try and do 5 minutes of Q&A, but I am fading fast, Derek. This jet lag is no joke. All right. So I talked to you a few weeks ago about first question. If you have heard of the musical artist Lizzo, please give me an L in the comments. If you've heard of Lizzo, give me an L in the comments. And if you're watching this later and you don't know who Lizzo, again, she is a musical artist. One of her biggest songs is Truth Hurts. It's like in the top 10 on the charts right now. She just performed on the VMAs. She likes to walk around with no clothes on. I love Lizzo. Anyway, in Lizzo's song, Truth Hurts, she has a line that says, I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch. And she took it upon herself as a smart businesswoman because the song was gaining so much popularity. You don't know who she is? Well, I just told you who she is. The song was gaining so much popularity that she decided to trademark 100% that bitch. Now, she readily says that she was inspired because she saw the phrase 100% that bitch on Twitter, right? Now, remember, when you are trying to trademark something, you are trademarking it because you're saying, I want to make money with this, right? Now, there is the person, I guess, who originally said it is a person, what is their name? Named Mina Lioness. She's a British artist. She's a singer. And she says that she said the phrase first, which is cool, girl, but you said it on Twitter, right? And while I don't think this is right, Twitter is a public platform. No one has to pay to be on it. Everything that you say is open to the public unless your page is private, right? So in no way, shape, or form, unless you're literally saying, hey, come buy my stuff, is Twitter a selling platform for you? If I just say a tweet, if I just write a tweet and I say, I'm the bomb diggity or whatever. I'm dating myself with the slang. But, whatever. I just said it on Twitter. Now, if I want to make it a clothing line, that's different. So this person, Mina Lioness, as well as other people on the internet, are basically criticizing Lizzo for trying to trademark the phrase 100% that bitch. Look, the phrase was in her song, which is copyrighted. You wrote 100% that bitch on Twitter. She is trying to trademark it because she wants to sell merchandise, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, things like that. I don't think that there is anything wrong with Lizzo trying to trademark this. I find this to be along the lines with Cardi B when she tried to trademark Okur, right? Now, of course, we know Cardi was denied because Okur had been, used by not one, but multiple people, the Kardashians, this like Broadway lady, and some others, and a drag queen. So it could easily be attributed to other people. However, for me, I've never heard 100% that bitch prior to Lizzo. And this British singer, Mina Lioness, she's basically saying that Lizzo's is able to get away with this simply because she is a smaller artist with not a lot of money and she can't go after her. So the question that I want to know from you guys is, what do you think? Do you think that people are right to criticize Lizzo for trying to trademark 100% that bitch? It's much in the same way that people were trying to criticize Cardi for trying to trademark Okur. So what do you think about her trying to trademark this phrase 100% that bitch and people criticizing her for it? Do you think they should leave her alone? Do you think she should rethink trying to trademark it? What do y'all think? What do you think? Okay. We've only got, I'm waiting to hear from you, Derek. We've only got 2 more stories after this. Derek, you might not care because you don't even know who Lizzo is. But that's okay. I'm on Lizzo's side. Okay, Derek said, no, she was smart for trying to trademark it. And I agree with you, my brother. Like, we out here to get these coins. If you were not, savvy enough to go and try and trademark it yourself, why are you trying to down somebody else who's going to make a grip off of it? Like, get over yourself. If you thought it was that important of a phrase, you would have trademarked it. At least that is my opinion. But then again, I am also coming from a very Western American mindset. Most Europeans are not as litigious as we are. They're not going to the courthouse for every little thing. So it may just be a difference in mindsets. Okay. Okay. This next story that we are talking about, it's very quick. It is the story of a guy trying to trademark the phrase premium domain. Now, whenever I have talked to you about trademarking words, I have always told you that you cannot trademark generic phrases, correct? Correct. Generic phrases cannot be trademarked. Premium domain is a very generic term. However, a man in Houston feels like he has a unique take on it. He is saying, what'd you say, Derek? Derek said, yeah, America is a very litigious society. We are. So this guy trying to trademark premium domain has listed it for the trademark for brand development, marketing, and evaluation services in the field of trademarks, trade names, and domain names, and licensing of intellectual property and licensing of intellectual property rights, namely trademarks, copyrights, and domain names, leasing of internet domain names and domain name registration services, namely conducting domain name searches for the purpose of providing legal advice on domain name registration. So basically his business is that he's trying to trademark. He's trying to trademark premium domain because he's providing you a service where he makes sure that your domain name, is, you get the rights to it and all that's like you get the, you get to use it. No, there's no conflict, and he gets your name out there and he builds your domain name. I'm going to give him a blank stare because that is not, premium domain does not describe, for me, it doesn't give that. Premium domain to me is like a domain name that might cost extra money. In this article that I read, it said premium domain is a common term for domain names. And while this guy showed a lot of examples of how his phrase was being used, it actually worked against him because he basically proved that the phrase premium domain was very common. So he's probably going to be denied. I don't know if he has been denied yet, but this is just a case of being careful of what you try to trademark. If it's too generic, you're not going to get it. You better come up with some very unique way of using it or use it in another industry. Because remember, okay, Apple is a generic word, but Apple Computers was able to trademark it because it has nothing to do with tech. You're here trying to, make sure that people's domain names are, free and clear and that they have the rights to them and the trademarks and everything like that. You're in the business of domain names. So you can't call your trademark premium domains. It's a generic term in your industry. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that, so you knew that, not everybody knows what they're doing out here. And the last case that we are talking about, oh wow, we went longer than I thought. Actually, no, we're at about, the first 10 minutes was just fluff. The last story that we're talking about is for all of you who are interested in the cannabis industry. Yes, so we all know that cannabis has, wait, no, it hasn't. That there has been a loosening of the restrictions for cannabis. Yes, it's being legalized in a lot of countries, in a lot of states. However, cannabis is still not federally legal, right? So that means that it doesn't matter if it's legal where you are. If you're trying to trademark something for cannabis in the United States, it's still illegal. So this is the case of a Canadian company, a Canadian corporation called the Canopy Growth Corporation. They filed 2 U.S. trademark applications for cannabis vaporizer pens, right? Now, marijuana is cannabis. It's totally legal in Canada, recreational, all that stuff. I'm sure you can go to the corner and get some. And they've got tons of companies popping up. And yes, Canada, they are our lovely neighbors to the north. I would really love some Canadian healthcare so I can stop paying these expensive premiums to Care First. But, thank God for insurance. But as great as Canada is, you cannot trump U.S. federal law. According to U.S. federal law, cannabis is federally illegal. So if you're trying to make a trademark for the cannabis industry, you're trying to make a trademark for something illegal. And you can only make a trademark for a legitimate business, at least a federal one. And as of now, the United States does not have a legitimate cannabis, federal cannabis industry. Derek Bailey said, right, that's why it's still a cash business, right? Yes, that's why it's largely a cash business. A lot of these cannabis companies, they cannot find a bank that will work with them, or they might find a bank, and then the bank, one day they're like, look, we can't do this anymore, the government's down our back. So the cannabis industry, while it is growing, there is still a lot of work to be done. They got to figure out banking. They've got to figure out, how do we preserve our brands while we wait for federal legalization? And this is just the case of somebody coming from the outside thinking, oh, we good over here. And you come to the US and they're like, oh, it doesn't work over here. So I respect what the Canadian company was doing. They were probably just trying to, protect their brands worldwide, because remember, trademarks, they are not automatically worldwide. You can have local trademarks, you can have countrywide trademarks, and you can have international trademarks through the use of treaties and conventions, but they're not automatic. Whenever you want to have a new trademark somewhere else, you have to file an application and you have to follow their rules. If you remember when I used to talk about the Christian Louboutin case all the time, Christian Louboutin was going country to country trying to trademark the red bottoms for his shoes as a logo. He won in some countries, he didn't in others because the rules, they vary. It's the same thing here. You can probably get cannabis trademarks in Canada, but you can't do them in the US of A as of today, August 29th, 2019. Hopefully that will change soon. Okay. So yeah. So that was all that I had for today. I know it's a little bit of a quick show, but again, I'm traveling and I'm very jet lagged, but I still wanted to talk to you guys today, get these stories out. I hope you got something out of it, that you learned something. I want to do about 5 minutes of Q&A, so it's 5:30. Well, my computer says 5:37. Derek, I think you're on Eastern Standard Time now. Wherever you're at, I'm doing 5 minutes of Q&A. So if you got questions, shoot. I'm also going to be downloading this and uploading it to my YouTube channel. I'm only able to broadcast on Facebook today. I know I usually broadcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, but you know, we're packing light this week. So Derek, before we head out, do you have any questions, man? Okay. Yeah. Well, you stuck in there. I'm glad you stuck in there, even though, you know, you're trying to abandon me because I'm from Boston. I feel like that's discrimination. You know, we're supposed to love each other out here in these streets. We are one country united. And Derek is about to just leave the fold because I'm from Boston. But yeah. So if you've got any questions, let me know. Also wanted to remind you, my restart sale, everything in my e-store is 75% off when you use the code RESTART. Go to the link in my bio. It is on sale until Friday. As well, if you want to buy a 30-second ad spot on the live show, they start at $3. Go to the link in my bio, linktree/MPL Consulting Firm, and you will be able to purchase a spot there. What else do I have for you? All right, Derek, if you don't have any questions, I think we're probably just gonna cut this off at 5:40. And I need to go outside and get some air. It's kind of hot up here. I'm in this cute little loft bedroom, but it does get a little bit warm. Yeah. But that's what I have for you guys today. Tuesday, we are back at it, 7 o'clock. Yes, Tuesday. What else is going on? I'm going to keep you guys updated on Accelerate 180. There's so much happening this weekend. I'm really excited about it. Derek said, thank you. I will. I'm really I've been waiting for this for like a year and a half. So I'll have juicy tidbits for y'all. Have a great evening. Be kind to yourselves. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for watching, guys. You're awesome.